Hello, my amazing tribe. I'm excited to connect with you through this video. Welcome, friends, to our video dedicated to Yamato Wrestler. Let's dive right in and uncover its wonders. Better known by the ring name Yamato, stylized in all capital letters, is a Japanese professional wrestler and former mixed martial artist currently signed to Dragongate, where he is the current and record 6-time Open the Dragongate champion. Moving ahead, let's uncover the hidden gems within Dragongate present and discover their significance. Dragongate present. The fifth graduate of the Dragongate dojo, Anodora had previous mixed martial arts experience competing under his real name in Pancrase and was recruited into Final directly after his debut. Yasushi Kanda gave him his Gekikujo character and inherited a lot of the Gekikujo era moves that Kanda had used during his own career. He later chose to leave Final so he could grow along his own path, which was one of the reasons for the breakup. He won the first Next One tournament, which earned him the right to travel to the US. His stay was brief, lasting under 3 months. He returned in May, aligning with his generation peers Shingo Takagi, Hulk and Cyber Kong in New Hazard, dropping the Gekikujo lineage completely and renaming himself Yamato. He appeared in Ring of Honor's All-Star Extravaganza III and Super Card of Honor 2. He defeated Pel Primo and was beaten by Claudio Castagnoli during a US tour. On April 17, 2008, Yamato betrayed New Hazard and sided with the Muscle Outlaws after he attacked his partner Naoki Tanizuki in a tag match against Gamma and Genki Horiguchi. However, the betrayal was a ruse, for on May 14, Takagi and Kong betrayed Hulk before the trio were scheduled to defend their Open the Dragongate Championship against Yamato, Gamma and Horiguchi. New Hazard was ended, and Takagi and Kong joined up with Yamato and company to form the new superheel group Real Hazard. Then, Gamma, and Takagi won the newly vacant Open the Dragongate titles in an impromptu match against Hulk, Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino. Their title reign lasted until June 28, when they were defeated by Kenichiro Arai, Toku Iwasa and Shinobu. However, he would win them back from them on July 12, along with Yasushi Kanda and Gamma, and the trio would lose the titles to Masaki Michizuki, Don Fuji and Magnitude Kishiwada on September 28. But Yamato would not be without a championship for long. For a week later, he teamed with Cyber Kong to defeat Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino for the Open the Dragongate Championship. When Gamma and Yasushi Kanda began to have serious problems with each other, he helped organize a match between them where the loser would be kicked out of Real Hazard. Even though Kanda lost, Gamma ended up being the one ousted from the unit, after Kenichiro Arai joined the group's ranks and assisted them in beating down Gamma. Yamato then took over Gamma's role as leader. On March 1, he and Cyber Kong lost the Open the Dragongate titles to Susumu Yokosuka and Gamma after stablemate Kajira interfered and turned on them. He then began to provoke Hulk, and offered him to join Real Hazard under his Black Hulk persona. Hulk responded by randomly attacking members of Real Hazard as Black Hulk, dominating each attack until April 15, when Real Hazard got the better of him and laid him out. Yamato then challenged him to a match, and said he did not care whether Hulk fought him as Black Hulk or his normal self. In the match, held on May 5, Hulk as Black Hulk beat him by referee stoppage. Shortly after this, a lot of friendly fire began to occur between Real Hazard in their matches. On May 23, Yamato told the group not to interfere in his match the next day against Shingo Takagi. However, Kanda still hits Takagi with a blue box and then tossed the box to Yamato. A disappointed Yamato refused to use the blue box and even gave Takagi a free shot on him due to the interference. In the end, Yamato lost the match. The refusal of help from his stable caused Genki Horiguchi to question his reasoning. He then went to New Japan Pro Wrestling to compete in their annual Best of the Super Juniors tournament, hoping tensions would have cooled down by the time he returned to Dragongate. Though he was eliminated from contention in the round-robin portion of the tournament, only winning 2 of 6 matches, his 2 wins came against junior heavyweight greats Jushin Thunder Liger and eventual winner Koji Kanemoto. When he returned to Dragongate, He continually refused to team with his real Hazard stablemates, and finally quit the group altogether on June 26. He joined up with Kamikaze and Ray formed his team with Shingo Takagi, and they made a challenge for Ryo Sato and Genki Horiguchi's Open the Twin Gate titles on July 19. They failed to capture the titles due to him being blinded by a protein powder attack from Kenichiro Arai. However, they would gain another title shot in August, after winning the annual Summer Adventure Tag League tournament, and they would win the titles a month later. They would lose the title to Chima and Gam on December 27. On March 22, 2010, Yamato defeated Naruki Doi via Galaria to become the 11th Open the Dream Gate champion at Compilation Gate 2010 in Tokyo. Following this match, Yamato enjoyed 3 successful title defenses against Susumu Yokosuka, Shingo Takagi and Masaaki Michizuki. On July 11, 2010, Yamato lost the Open the Dream Gate Championship to Masato Yoshino at Kobe World 2010. On May 13, 2011, Takagi disbanded Kamikaze and the following day both him and Yamato joined Masaaki Mochizuki's new stable, Junction 3, to battle Cena's Blood Warriors. On June 18, Yamato, Gamma and Yoshino defeated the Blood Warriors team of Chima, Naruki Doi and X-Hulk to win the vacant Open the Triangle Gate Championship. They would go on to lose the title to the Blood Warriors team of Xi, Naoki Tanasaki and Naruki Doi on September 2. On October 16, Yamato lost his hair to Cyber Kong in a 6-way steel cage hair versus hair match. On February 9, 2012, Junction 3 was forced to disband, after losing a 14-man elimination tag team match to Blood Warriors. On April 19, 2012, Yamato, alongside Shingo Takagi joined with Dragongate NEX member Chiro Tominaga, and the debuting Super Shenlong III and formed Akatsuki. On July 22, 2012, Yamato and Shingo Takagi defeated Jimmy Kajira and Jimmy Susumu to become the 22nd Open the Twin Gate champions. They lost the title to Don Fuji and Masaaki Michizuki on September 23, 2012. Yamato and Takagi won the title for their 3rd time together on May 5, 2013, by defeating X-Hulk and Uha Nation. They lost the title to Akira Tozawa and X-Hulk on June 15, when Yamato turned on Takagi to join Tozawa's and Hulk's Mad Blankey stable. On August 1, Yamato became the new leader of Mad Blankey, when the stable turned on Akira Tozawa. On August 23, Yamato defeated Shingo Takagi to win the Open the Dream Gate Championship for the 2nd time. On October 6, Yamato became a double champion, when he, X-Hulk and Cyber Kong defeated Takagi, Akira Tozawa and Masato Yoshino to win the vacant Open the Triangle Gate Championship. However, just 4 days later, he lost the Open the Dream Gate Championship to Yoshino. On December 5, Mad Blankey also lost the Open the Triangle Gate Championship to Millennials Ita, Flamita and T-Hawk. On December 8, the Mad Blankey duo of Yamato and Naruki Doi defeated the Millennials to win the Open the Twin Gate Championship. They lost the title to Akira Tozawa and Shingo Takagi on December 22. On May 5, 2014, Yamato won the Open the Dream Gate Championship for a record-tying 3rd time by defeating Ricochet. He lost the title to former Mad Blankey stablemate X-Hulk on July 20. On August 16, 2015, Mad Blankey was forced to disband after losing to Jim Eyes in a 5-on-5 elimination tag team match, after being betrayed by Ken-S. On September 23, Yamato formed a new stable named Versuc with Cyber Kong, Kotoka, Monde Ryu, Naruki Doi and Shingo Takagi. On May 6, Yamato and Doi would lose the Twin Gate Championships to Big Ashimizu and T-Hawk, ending their record-breaking 267-day reign with record-breaking 9 defenses. On May 5, Yamato was betrayed by his Versuc stablemates and later aligned with X-Hulk, Xi, and Yosuke Santa Maria, turning face in the process. The 4 ended up forming a new unit, which was named Tribe Vanguard on May 28, 2016. On June 12, Yamato defeated Big Ashimizu to win the annual King of Gate tournament. On July 24, Yamato defeated Shingo Takagi to become Dreamgate champion for the fourth time. On September 22 at Dangerous Gate, Yamato defeated Akira Tozawa, marking his first defense. Yamato defeated Naruki Doi December 25 at Final Gate for his second defense. February 2 at Truth Gate, Yamato defeated Hulk, marking his third defense. Yamato defeated Cyber Kong on March 5 at Champion Gate for his fourth successful defense. He defeated Shingo Takagi, Cyber Kong, Hulk and Naruki Doi in a cage match on May 5, 2017, at Dead or Alive, marking his fifth defense. Afterwards, Cyber Kong was forced to unmask. On September 18, 2017, at Dangerous Gate, Yamato lost the Dreamgate Championship to Masaki Michizuki in his seventh defense. Turning our focus to Dragongate USA, let's explore its key elements. Dragongate United States of America. On Enter the Dragon, Dragongate USA's first ever pay-per-view, which first aired on September 4, 2009, Yamato defeated Hulk in the opener. On the very same show, Yamato cemented his villainous status when he and Gran Akuma engaged in a post-match attack on Mike Quackenbush and Jigsaw, starting a feud with the Chikara wrestlers. This led to Yamato and Akuma facing Quackenbush and Jigsaw in a losing effort at Untouchable. At Freedom Fight, Yamato entered the tournament to crown the first Open the Freedom Gate champion. He defeated Davey Richards to qualify for the four-way elimination match tournament finals against Hulk, Akuma and Chima, but Hulk gained revenge win by last eliminated Yamato to become champion. At Fearless, Yamato teamed with Shingo Takagi in an elimination match against Naruki Doi and Masato Yoshino and the Young Bucks. The duo would survive, seeing the Bucks eliminated, but fell to Doi and Yoshino in defeat. After the conclusion of Fearless main event, Yamato ran out with Takagi, Akuma and Richards to beat down both Hulk and Dragon Kid, but their attackers were thwarted by the Chikara wrestlers. At Mercury Rising, Yamato successfully defended his newly won Open the Dreamgate Championship against Susumu Yokosuka in his first defense, while forming the Kamikaze United States of America stable with Takagi and Jon Moxley. At Uprising, Akira Tozawa and Gran Akuma were added to the Kamikaze United States of America stable, while Yamato teamed again with Takagi to defeat the team of Chima and Dragon Kid. Kamikaze United States of America would also attack Quackenbush, Jigsaw, Yoshino and Hulk after their matches, leading to Quackenbush challenging Yamato to a match between Kamikaze United States of America and the Chikara wrestlers. The match took place at Enter the Dragon 2010, which saw Yamato, Tozawa, Moxley and Akuma, representing Kamikaze USA, being defeated by Yoshino, Quackenbush, Jigsaw and Hulk, ending the feud between Kamikaze United States of America and the Chikara wrestlers. At Untouchable 2010, Yamato was defeated by WWE wrestler Bryan Danielson. At United NYC in January 2011, Yamato defeated Nemesis Hulk to win the Open the Freedom Gate Championship. At Mercury Rising 2011, Austin Aries challenged Yamato for his title by putting his own career on the line. Yamato defeated Aries, who would later renege on his promise to leave the company. At Open the United Gate 2011, Yamato defeated his former Kamikaze United States of America stablemate Akira Tozawa to retain his title. By June, Yamato had joined the Junction 3 stable in Japan to feud with heels Blood Warriors after the dissolution of Kamikaze and its American version, Kamikaze USA, which cemented Yamato's face status. At Fearless 2011, Yamato would join forces with Tozawa to challenge for the Open the United Gate Championship from Tag Team Champions and Junction 3 stablemates Masato Yoshino and Pac, but Pac pinned Tozawa to ensure the champions retained their titles. At Enter the Dragon 2011, Yamato defeated his stablemate Pac to retain his Open the Freedom Gate Championship in his fourth successful defense. Yamato's third successful defense of his title was against Yasushi Kana in Japan in April 2011 at Untouchable 2011. Shima, Yamato's longtime rival and the leader of the Blood Warriors stable, challenged Yamato for his Open the Freedom Gate Championship based on Shima's pin on Yamato in a fatal four-way non-title match earlier that year at Uprising 2011. Yamato managed to beat Shima in his fifth successful defense of his title. At Revolt, Yamato defeated Hulk, who was now a Blood Warriors member, in Juice's first no-rope no-DQ match, which was also a non-title match. At Bushido 2011, Yamato quelled Hulk's number of successful title defenses with 6 by defeating Chuck Taylor of Ronin. At Freedom Fight 2011 in November, Yamato lost the Freedom Gate Championship to Johnny Gargano of Ronin. After Freedom Fight 2011, Yamato took an 8-month hiatus from Dragongate United States of America. He returned to the promotion in July 2012 for 2 shows, the annual Untouchable and Enter the Dragon events. In his return match at Untouchable, Yamato defeated Ricochet. The following night at Enter the Dragon, Yamato was defeated in a surprise upset by John Davis. This was Yamato's final match with the promotion. As we venture forward, let's examine championships and accomplishments in detail and gain a deeper appreciation for its significance. Dragongate. Open the Brave Gate Championship 1 time, current. Open the Dream Gate Championship 6 times, current. Open the Triangle Gate Championship 6 times with Gamma and Shingo Takagi 1, Yasushi Kena and Gamma 1, Gamma and Masato Yoshino 1, X-Hulk and Cybercon 1. Hulk and Xi 1 and Dragon Kid and Punch Tomaniga 1. Open the Twin Gate Championship 10 times with Cybercon 2, Shingo Takagi 3, Naruki Doi 2, Hulk 2 and Kai 1. King of Gate 2016. Summer Adventure Tag League 2009 with Shingo Takagi. Dragon Gate Next One 2007 Dragon Gate United States of America. Open the Freedom Gate Championship 1 time Pro Wrestling Freedoms. King of Freedom World Tag Team Championship 1 time with Tokoshi Sasaki Pro Wrestling Illustrated. PWI ranked him of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 in 2017 Tokyo Sports Outstanding Performance Award 2017. As we transition, let's shed light on mixed martial arts record and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. Los Yalin Center 2 Kazuya Hirose Decision Unanimous Pancrase Brave 9 Yalin Center Tokyo, Japan Los Yalin Center 1 Motokazu Kobayashi Ko Punch Pancrase Brave 5 Yalin Center Tokyo, Japan. Your feedback helps me improve, so please take a moment to leave a comment or review.